What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil Balabanos. Today I want to talk about the thing that everyone wants to know, and that's how much is my video gonna cost? So even though everyone's asking it, and I personally believe that it's the wrong question to be asking, because you should be asking how much money am I gonna get back from the investment in video? What's the problem you're trying to solve with video? Like, why? Do you need more eyes on your brand? Do you need people to be able to relate with the brand better? Is there something going on behind the scenes that you want people to know? Social media has really given people a taste for like a peek behind the curtain. So once you figure that out, then you gotta figure out what kind of video am I gonna make. There's a lot of different kinds of video you can make. You can make something like this, which could technically be considered branded content. It's a vlog, it's a tutorial, kind of. So that can fall into the category of branded content or just straight up vlogging. You can also make a commercial. Commercials are the most traditional form of video marketing. You know, the kind of stuff you see on TV. I've shot many of them in the past. They're lots of fun, they're normally scripted. They give the filmmaker the ability to flex their creative muscles a bit because you can tell a small story that utilizes actors and lighting and normally have much bigger budgets. So that's one thing you could do. You could create promo videos, which are just straight up promotional videos, cut to music, maybe some voiceover. Maybe you're having a big event with your company and you want to just get event coverage and you want a promo video of that. I guess that's still kind of a promo video, and they're recapping it for your fans, your clients, your potential clients. Maybe infographics are the way to go for you, right? You like those little funny cartoons that show you stats, that show you fun stuff. Little guys walking around, animation. Everyone says, you know what, I want a very simple video, I want a small video, I'm gonna go the route of animation. I will tell you right now, 8 times out of 10, animation is way more expensive. Unless it's something built within a template, like a whiteboard template, it's pretty labor intensive. Like, you have to create everything from scratch. In a promo video, you could get some stock footage, you could do a bit of shooting, there's a lot of different things you can do, but when it comes to animation, everything's more or less being created, and that tends to whoop, 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 that budget right up where you don't like it. So that's something that a lot of clients say to me, I want a simple, easy little video. Now, as a creator, when a client tells me I want a little video, I know I'm in trouble because I know that they have no idea of the scope of what goes into creating this kind of content. And that can be scary, but it's also my job to educate to some extent, and that's kind of why I'm making something like this, people on what goes into a video. So you don't always need to spend tens of thousands of dollars. That's couldn't be further from the truth. The reason I'm doing this is because, like, without video, you don't exist online. The problem is people see these statistics and they're like, wow, I need to have video, but they don't really know what they need to make. I always say this to people, and I'm going to continue to say it. The only thing worse than no video is bad video that serves no purpose and has no story. So video for video's sake, wasted money, it's going to do damage to your brand. Now we're a couple of minutes in and you're saying, well, yo, this guy hasn't told me how much video is going to cost, right? I don't know what you want to make. You don't know what you want to make. Once you've identified the early steps of what it is you want to make and why, maybe you don't have an exact idea. Maybe all you know is you have a problem, you need to solve it. Video seems to be the most likely answer. I cannot even tell you how many times I've sat through long meetings with clients where we go through all these amazing creative ideas. I get so amped up about these cool projects that we're about to work on, and then we crunch the numbers and they're like, ooh, you know, I have an iPhone. The camera on that thing's pretty good. You think maybe I could just do this and you could put it together for me? Look, guys, you wouldn't hire a guy off the street with a monkey wrench to fix the plumbing in your home. I wouldn't. If you would, that's a whole other issue. Hire a professional. I'm not saying hire me, but hire me. I'm saying that this is way more complex than it seems on the outside. Something that I love from clients is when they're straightforward with me and they tell me, look, we have, $1,000 to spend. We need to create this many videos. Can it be done? What can we do with that money? I'm always willing, especially if the project is cool and I think it's an interesting company, I'm always willing to work within budgetary restrictions because I get it. People, maybe it's the first time they're going into video, they're nervous to make that investment. But that's exactly what it is, it's an investment. Nothing, no other marketing form before video on the internet had the ability to go viral the way that video does, right? So people see something incredible, they share it. Everybody wants a viral video. There's a lot of steps that go into a viral video, obviously, and a big part of that is luck sometimes and more money. Unless what's being shown is so fantastic. Most of the time there's a bit of money in the marketing for, so make sure when you're making a video and you're trying to figure out what it's going to cost you, set aside a bit of money for Facebook ads, Instagram, YouTube pre-roll. This is a good place to spend some of your money. Now, again, still haven't told you how much video costs, right? So you got to figure, you're going to have to pay for a guy like me, a cinematographer, a director, editing, a sound guy. Do you need a sound guy? Do you need a sound technician or a sound person, right? Do you need very, very heavy special effects, someone to do crazy motion graphics? Is that the kind of video you want? Do you want someone to do voiceover? So you got to figure out, 1, how long is your video? 2, how many people are going to have to work on it? Do you need a team or could I do it by myself? A lot of times I do it by myself. It happens. More often than not, I need team members. I'm really good at what I'm good at, but there are things that I'm not that great at. I will never shy away from telling the client, like, this isn't my forte. I'm going to bring on an expert. I trust them. I only work with people I trust. And hopefully the client trusts me at this point. So normally that's fine. So that person has to get paid. Now, as far as rates go, rates are all over the board. So you can pay anywhere from $100 for a day of shooting to, I don't know, $1,200 for a day of shooting. And sometimes the guy at $100 is just as good as the... No, I'm just kidding. That never happens. That never happens. There is no student in the world who comes straight out of film school with a little DSLR camera that he paid $500 for who can shoot better content than a seasoned professional. Maybe he's just spewing talent. It's possible. It happens. But the amount of things that go wrong on a video production, that's not talent. That's experience. So experience costs money, and therefore that guy costs more money. So now, are you paying just their hourly rate for them as a human to be there? Or are you also paying for equipment? At $100, what are you getting? Maybe a camera and like a $12 lens? You know, gear does make a difference. It's not always the biggest difference, obviously. The story is way more important. And that goes back to that same thing. That kid at $100 may have a better story idea. But if something goes wrong along the way, is he gonna know or is she gonna know how to fix it? You get what you pay for here more than anywhere, right? I know it seems daunting to like go into a project where you're spending all this money. My job is not to gouge you. No cinematographer, no filmmaker's job is to gouge you. None of us got into this because we wanted to be rich. We got into it because we really like it. If we are charging you something, and I can't speak for everyone, but I can at least speak for myself and the people I work with. If we're charging you something, it's because we believe that from the price we've charged you, we will take a fair wage for the time we're going to put in, which, to be completely honest, is never fair because we always do way more hours on a project than we think. And two, the expenses that we need to cover the gear costs, insurances, pay the people that are working with us, make sure they're safe. So a video can cost you anywhere between $100 and $100,000. What you do with that money, where you put it, how you spend it, and how you choose to tell the story of you and your brand and your company, that's completely on you. I think anyone who's ever seen any of my vlogs ever, be it YouTube, LinkedIn, or on Instagram, knows that at this point, when I say I'm going to be very specific about something, I never am, because I don't think the world is black and white, right? Everything exists somewhere in the middle. My personal belief is that the more money you spend on a video doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a better video. It's about how you spend that money. So you may have $5,000 and your competitor may have 10. If there is no story in that $10,000 budget and your $5,000 budget has the greatest story executed by a professional, it's pretty straightforward, I think. Story is king. Always 100% of the time. Even in a promo video, there is a story told through images, told through voiceover, told through music and tone. These are things you don't know instinctively. These are things you learn over time. So I guess that's where I'm going to wrap it up. If you like this video, if you like the kind of stuff I post, check out my YouTube page. I'm starting to do this thing on LinkedIn too because I think it's interesting that I'm getting a lot more views on LinkedIn. I'll try to create some content that's specifically geared for LinkedIn because, hey, LinkedIn, what's up? And my name is Phil. I just filmed this. I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, don't do anything. If you did like it, press those buttons. Every time you press those buttons, I get like a tingle and it makes me feel good. I'll see you in the next video.